Chapter 13. Of a Dream of the King with the 100 Knights. So by Merlin's advice there were sent 4 riders to skim the country, and they met with the 4 riders of the north, and made them to tell which way the host came, and then they told it to Arthur, and by King Ban and Bor's counsel they let burn and destroy all the country afore them. There they should ride. The king with the 100 knights met a wonder dream 2 nights afore the battle. There blew a great wind, and blew down their castles and their towns, and after that came a water and bare it all away. All that heard of the Tyoeman said that it was a token of great battle. Then by counsel of Merlin, when they wist which way the 11 kings would ride and lodge that night, at midnight they set upon them, as they were in their pavilions. But the scout watch by their host cried, "Lords, at arms, for here be our enemies at your hand." Chapter 14. How the 11 kings with their host fought against Arthur and his host many great feats of the war. Then King Arthur and King Ban and King Bors with their good and trusty knights set on them so fiercely that they made them overthrow their pavilions on their heads. But the 11 kings, by manly prowess of arms, took a fair campaign. But there was slain that morrowtide 10,000 good men's bodies. And so they had afore them a strong passage, yet were they 50,000 of hard men. Then it drew toward day. "Now shall ye do by mine advice," said Merlin unto the 3 kings. "I would that King Ban and King Bors, with their fellowship of 10,000 men, were put in a wood here beside, in an ambushment, and keep them privy, and that they be laid or the light of the day come, and that they stir not till ye and your knights have fought with them long. And when it is daylight, dress your battle even afore them in the passage, that they may see all your host, for then they will be the more hardy, when they see you but about 20,000 men, and cause them to be the gladder to suffer you and your host to come over the passage." All the 3 kings and the whole baron said that Merlin was passingly well, and it was done anon as Merlin had advised. So on the morn, when either host saw other, the host of the north was well comforted. Then to Ulfius and Brastias were delivered 3,000 men of arms, and they set on them fiercely in the passage, and slew on the right hand and on the left hand, that it was wonder to tell. When that the 11 kings saw that there was so few a fellowship did such deeds of arms, they were ashamed, and set on them again fiercely. And there was Sir Ulfius's horse slain under him, but he did marvellously well on foot. But the Duke of Eustace and Cambenet, and King Clarence of Northumberland, were always grievous on Ulfius. Then Brastias saw his fellow fared so withal, he smote the Duke with a spear, that horse and man fell down. That saw King Clarence and returned unto Brastias, and either smote other, so that the horse and man went to the earth, and so they lay long astoned, and their horses' knees brast to the hard bone. Then came Sir Kay the Seneschal, with 6 fellows with him, and did passing well. With that came the 11 kings, and there was Griflet put to the earth, horse and man, and Lucas the butler, horse and man, by King Brandegoris, and King Idris, and King Aguisance. Then waxed the medley passing hard on both parties. When Sir Kay saw Griflet on foot, he rode on King Nentres, and smote him down, and led his horse unto Sir Griflet, and horsed him again. Also Sir Kay with the same spear smote down King Lot, and hurt him passing sore. That saw the king with the 100 knights, and ran into Sir Kay, and smote him down, and took his horse, and gave him King Lot, whereof he said gramercy. When Sir Griflet saw Sir Kay and Lucas the butler on foot, he took a sharp spear, great and square, and rode to Pinel, a good man of arms, and smote horse and man down. And then he took his horse, and gave him unto Sir Kay. Then King Lot saw King Nentres on foot, he ran unto Melot de la Roche, and smote him down, horse and man, and gave King Nentres the horse, and horsed him again. Also the king of the 100 knights saw King Idris on foot. When he ran unto Guimiart de Blois, he smote him down, horse and man, and gave King Idris the horse, and horsed him again. And King Lot smote down Clarence de la Forest Savage, and gave the horse unto Duke Eustace. And so when they had horsed the kings again, they drew them all, all 11 kings together, and said they would be revenged of the damage that they had taken that day. The meanwhile came in Sir Ector with an eager countenance, and found Ulfius and Brastias on foot, in great peril of death, that they were foul defoiled under horse feet. Then Arthur as a lion ran unto King Cradlemont of North Wales, and smote him through the left side, that the horse and king fell down. And then he took the horse by the rein, and led him unto Ulfius, and said, Have this horse, mine old friend, for great need hast thou of horse. Gramercy, said Ulfius. Then Sir Arthur did marvellously in arms, that all men had wonder. When the king with the 100 knights saw King Cradlemont on foot, he ran unto Sir Ector, that was well horsed, Sir Kay's father, and smote horse and man down, and gave the horse unto the king, and horsed him again. And when King Arthur saw the king ride on Sir Ector's horse, he was wroth, and with his sword he smote the king on the helm, that a quarter of the helm and shield fell down, and so the sword carved down unto the horse's neck, and so the king and horse fell down to the ground. Then Sir Kay came unto Sir Morganor, seneschal with the king of the 100 knights, and smote him down, horse and man, and led the horse unto his father, Sir Ector. Then Sir Ector ran unto a knight, hight Lardens, and smote horse and man down, and led the horse unto Sir Brastias, that great need had of a horse, and was greatly defoiled. And when Brastias beheld Lucas the butler, that lay like a dead man under the horse's feet, and ever Sir Griflet did marvellously for to rescue him, and there were always 14 knights on Sir Lucas. Then Brastias smote one of them on the helm, that it went to the teeth, and he rode to another, and smote him, that the arm flew into the field. Then he went to the third, and smote him on the shoulder, that shoulder and arm flew into the field. And when Griflet saw rescues, he smote a knight on the temples, that head and helm went to the earth. And Griflet took the horse of that knight, and led him unto Sir Lucas, and bade him mount upon the horse, and revenge his hurts. For Brastias had slain a knight tofore, and horsed Griflet.